Before I met Kate, I had leukemia. I hadn't come across energy healing before. I'd heard of chakras and auras, that's all I knew, but it seemed worth a try because conventional drugs weren't working anymore. With the treatment I was having, it would begin to work, but then after a little while it would stop working. It's made my platelets go very low, which means that if you have a bleed, it doesn't clot. As soon as I started having energy healing, all the results got amazingly good, just like a miracle.
I really wanted to see how energy healing could help cancer. So we started the healing. He saw a distinct change within 3 sessions. We went on to do the healing for a 1.5 years. It's transformed his life in such a positive way. His condition is so under control now. That is just such an amazing transformation.
The initial issue that I had was my platelet count, which should be between 140 and 400. Mine had dropped to as low as 35, which is dangerously low. Following healing with Kate, it went from 35 to 78 and then progressed to over 100. Having healing with Kate just totally transformed my life. Without having her healing, I would no doubt have had to have had a bone marrow transplant, which is pretty horrendous.
So Denise, I worked with her. She was suffering with long COVID. Her nervous system was really affected. Energy healing has really helped her to manage it better, to give her some quality of life.
My day-to-day functionality was slim. I couldn't cope with the balance of the pain and actually being able to work and to do certain day-to-day activities. Since starting my healing journey, I am now able to manage my day where I am able to function for some of it. So I'm getting close to what I'm able to do work-wise. I'm able to manage pain. We've managed to purge some of the inflammation that all the conditions I have create.
It makes me feel quite emotional some days at how it's changed their lives for the better. It's hugely humbling and I feel very blessed to be able to help them. Sometimes people will literally be at their wits' end. They've tried everything and then they'll often come and see someone like me and then they'll see some improvement and they'll get better. Before I discovered energy healing, I suffered with crippling anxiety that affected me on a physical, mental and emotional level. I discovered energy healing back then and meditation, yoga, so all these ways of working with the mind. Those are the things that really, really changed my life for the better. I was on a medication for a short period of time for depression, but ultimately what changed my life was the energy healing. And that's why I then went on to become an energy healer. It changed my life for the better, and that's why I want to share that with others to change their lives as well in a positive and transformative way. We would take our car to the garage for an MOT or a service. Why would we not do that for our physical bodies? Because this is a vehicle that we're in. Our soul is in a vehicle. But people do not take the time to service an MOT, their physical body. We need to invest in our physical vehicle because for it to perform optimally, we have to look after it. That's fundamentally why we need to look after our bodies like we look after our cars. So invest in yourself.
If you take my case as an example, without the energy healing, the physical healing wasn't working, so it really is a team game. So with the doctors working on the physical, Kate working on the energy, the results, in my case and pretty much everybody's case, are going to be outstandingly better. So whether your challenge might be mental, emotional, physical, I can't recommend energy healing enough.
Whilst I've been coming to see Kate from my healing, we have formed a bond that will never change, and that creates something really special between Kate and her clients because she's given them back a sense of self and a sense of empowerment in their life, and that's a very precious commodity.